Hey guys, what's going on? This is the Multimedia Madness podcast. As usual, hey, and Jayden, as
So
he's just here,
I
just
I,
kind of going.
I don't work here.
Yeah. Um, we're going through nothing too crazy today. We only have a few little topics that we're talking about, a little bit more gaming stuff as Jayden normally does.
hmm
We have a little bit of stuff going on with Disney now. It's a 100% official. Disney bought Fox, as we all know.
hmm
There's a few kind of movies and stuff that are gonna getting launched and remade and stuff like that. Um, anything, and then yeah, I don't think there's anything else, anything major. We're just gonna be having a little bit of general conversation
Yeah,
going on here today.
we're gonna talk about all the games that seem to have flopped and their impacts on the gaming community and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Welcome to the gaming corner. The introduction is go fuck yourself.
Da, da, da. Da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Okay.
Okay, so first things first, we're gonna get into something hilarious. This really doesn't have anything to do with gaming, but it has to do with young people in general, more so the millennials. So, according to this woman, you are not allowed to go to Disney World if you do not have children.
Right, I heard about this. Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking great. Here's the full post. It pisses me off to no end when I see childless couples without at Disney World. Nice grammar, by the way. Like
Yeah.
9 angry emojis. Disney World is a family amusement park, yet these immature millennials throw away their money on useless crap. So do you. I mean, but they have no idea the joy and happiness it is to mothers who buy their babies treats and toys. They will never experience the exhaustion that it is to chase a 3-year-old around and getting stares at and assuming by a mother. Okay, more terrible grammar, but let's just stop this right here. Let's just stop this for a second. You
Yeah.
enjoy getting stared at like that? That's why you go to Disney
I
World?
Oh my God. Yeah, I heard about this. It was like and then she goes on ranting about like parents with kids shouldn't have to go in lines, and then there was something to do with like this woman was trying to buy this her kid a pretzel or something,
And there were no
and
more
she saw.
pretzels?
Yeah, and they like ran out or something like that, and because the millennials were fucking having them all. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, where did I hear this? I think it was on like Jimmy Kimmel or something like that,
Oh,
or
don't
Fallon
don't don't
maybe.
mention
No,
him
Jimmy
around me.
Jimmy Fallon. It was Jimmy. It would have been Jimmy Fallon maybe.
Good, good.
Anyway,
The good
but
Jimmy.
yeah, but yeah, I heard about that too. That's hilarious. Cause like, what?
Who the fuck
What?
cares? Who the fuck
Yeah,
honestly cares? I'm sorry. We want to enjoy Disney World because it has amazing rides and characters that we grew up with. I'm
yeah,
sorry that it's like such a bad thing to do. Such like I'm sorry I was committing a fucking hate crime by going to Disney. My bad. Like what the fuck is on with this woman? Like I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go to Disney World if I want an overpriced pretzel. I'm gonna eat an overpriced pretzel.
yeah.
Like
Exactly. It's the place for everyone to feel like a kid. Like it
exactly.
doesn't matter who you're with. You
I
can go there by yourself if you want.
I love the tweets on this because the retweets and the comments on this tweet were literally like, you took your kid to Disney when they were 3 years old. They're not gonna remember jack shit. They're not gonna remember anything except how crappy you were, how like shitty of a human being that you were. Basically, like this slut in shorts was eating a pretzel that I wanted, and I didn't have the patience to wait in line, so we had to go. Like dude, you
What?
just literally made yourself an internet meme that's gonna get dug up, and it's like, wait, I recognize that's on my mom's Facebook. My mom's a psycho. Like, legit, this just doesn't make any fucking sense. Why you would get so angry about this? Explain why you would get so. Do you ever get so angry about
She,
this that you make that big of a Facebook post?
no,
No,
I'm
the
not.
correct answer is
But
no, because we're fucking
yeah,
normal people. We're sane
yeah.
people.
I have a
Like,
feeling that she was probably pissed off about something else and was just taking it out on everyone, on an entire generation of people for
mm-hmm. Like,
whatever reason.
and the weird thing is, there's probably moms that support this and like, oh yeah, this is true. This is true. Meanwhile, 99% of the population is gonna be like,
You're dumb.
uh, if you took your kid when you were 10, you'd probably have a better time with them. Uh, you know, like
Yeah.
teenagers go to the Disney World and Disneyland because it's fun. Like, I remember going to Disneyland when I was a little kid, or Disney World, sorry, when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved it. I loved going there as a kid. I would wait an
Hmm.
hour for a line, and when I get on it, I'm like, this is so fucking worth it. Space Mountain, like I love that ride. The Buzz Lightyear ride, amazing. It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, an epic show. But like
Hmm.
sorry, dude. If I'm 22 and I want to go there for my birthday, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna go get some goddamn pretzels. I'm gonna go sit on the Buzz Lightyear ride, and I'm gonna say fuck all you people. Like
Yeah,
you should. And
exactly.
the weird thing is, like, if I look at this, it literally is like blah blah blah. Disney World is for children. People without children need to be banned. Mothers with children should be allowed to skip all the lines. You have no fucking idea what it is like to stand in a line for 3 hours with a cranky, tired, exhausted toddler. We don't. But we also know we're not dumb enough to do that. Like, I'm sorry, if you want to have a family vacation that they're going to remember, you have to do it when they're like 6 or older, basically.
Yeah,
That's when they
exactly.
start developing enough brain power to remember things. Like,
Hmm.
but before that, you take them to like Hawaii or something, so you can just have a nice relaxing time by the pool. They can go swimming. They can do whatever. Like, I don't know. Just stay home. Go on a road trip. Go visit family for all I fucking care. Don't go to Disney World and just because you had a bad experience, you have to take it on everyone else. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like I don't know. That is just exactly. It's just ridiculous. Like that some people just have to take everything out on literally. Like she's taking it out on an entire generation. It's just
She's taking it out on a generation, even though literally no one in that generation has done anything wrong except enjoy themselves and their money. It's like she was complaining, oh, the millennials are wasting their time. Or wasting their money and stuff. It's like, you're also wasting your money, right? By buying this useless crap.
mm-hmm.
There's very little things that will get you a lot of value in life. Like going to Disney World is not about all the shit that you buy, it's about the experience. And considering this Facebook post, I'm gonna say your experience was not worth like the probably $5,000 that you spent getting to Disney World. So you know what? You just made yourself look like an idiot, and you had a bad time at Disney World. Fuck you, bitch. Like
Okay, bye.
that's it. That's it. We're done. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But I just want to say something. I love the reactions between us. You're just like, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. You're all calm and collected, and then you see me. What the? I hate this woman. This woman needs to be burned alive at the stake. Not that I actually would say that. But I mean, I did say that, but it was a sarcastic tone. Please don't come after me, you two police. But,
Well, this is how I am for like everything. I just get the like what the fuck moments, not the holy shit. Oh, I tend not to overreact with like anything.
I just love overreacting. It's just fun, but it's also just like, it doesn't make any, this lady doesn't make any fucking, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't literally
Yeah.
makes no sense. Okay, but let's move on. Let's move on to something that's kind of funny, but also kind of sad. So, Minecraft streamer shows his skin, gets banned from Twitch. So, Dave has had a good chuckle about this. So, there's even a Twitter video associated with it. So we're gonna just quickly watch the Twitter video. So this is what it was. Yeah, it shows the Hitler skin. Tried to keep that a surprise. So look at how long it takes. So, and you can listen to the reaction real quick. But like, here he is. He's in his world. He just started his world. Boom. He accidentally shows the skin
here. Oh
for
my.
like, how long was that? Half a second? A full second? 2 seconds? Boom. And there you go. He got banned from that for 30 days because of that.
That's funny.
Isn't that like ridiculous though? Like, what's your thought on that?
Well, I I don't honestly, it's just I don't even know what I think about that because like okay, it's Hitler, so you shouldn't be I don't know talking about it, but then again, it's just a game, but then again, like I don't know, it's not that big of a deal
It's
to
like,
be doing it, but I think it's still but I also see the reason why they would want to do it.
yeah, exactly. It's like a bunch of Venn diagrams, like weirdly placed. So it's like, oh yeah, all of these ones are good, like, but this is bad. And then there's like a billion neutral zones where it's like, yeah, it's okay because it's like it's a video game. It's not that bad. And it's like, oh, but it's like it's Hitler. He was.
But it's Hitler.
Yeah, but he was like a Nazi. It's like, well, it's like history. He was doing it as a sarcastic joke or whatever. It's like, but it's still Hitler. So
Yeah.
you're going back and forth with this.
Yeah, yeah, I
It-
could see why they would have banned, even if like, because why would this kid even download or buy this the skin anyway. And, like it would like what? But then why would that even be an option to have then? If you can't, or did he make it himself? Like,
He said he downloaded it. I don't think he made it himself. He said he downloaded it, or he had it for a skit. He was gonna use it in a skit. He said I had this skin because me and some friends were gonna record a Minecraft video, and I was gonna make a little joke, letting it be called something, and forgot to change the skin back. And he
so
tried.
that
I tried appealing to Twitch, didn't get it appealed, so that's about it.
well, at least it's only how long did you say? 30 days?
30 days, which seems a little bit excessive, considering it was what, like a second long? That's ridiculous. Like for 2 weeks, I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's maybe an appropriate amount of time, maybe a week.
An
Considering
entire month.
yeah, he said it was an accident. It's not like he was like, "Hey guys, check out my new Hitler skin," lol, 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 lol. And like he like was playing in third person, and they were seeing it for hours. It was he accidentally was like, "Oh fuck, I messed up," and he tried to fix the mistake.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So, yeah, I guess that amount of time for literally like a second is pretty ridiculous.
mm-hmm,
But
you know,
yeah, whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's
really
the
back
my
on it.
question again though is like, why would Minecraft have this skin available if they know that you're just gonna get banned for using it?
No,
Or
the
not
thing.
from Minecraft, but
Yeah,
from I guess it's a the Twitch regulation, not a Minecraft regulation,
yeah,
I guess.
so the skins can be made and downloaded a billion times over. So you can. I have a skin, or like my brother had a skin that was like a monkey, and I had a skin that was. Oh shit, what was my Minecraft skin? Or like a knight or like an elf or something like that. You can have it be whatever you want. You can have it as a giant penis for all you care. So like you can be walking around Minecraft as a giant dick. So it doesn't really matter in that sense. You can have whatever skin you want basically. Uh but it by Twitch regulations that's a show of racism, so it is wrong, but 30 days seems a little bit ridiculous for like a 1 second infraction. But
Yeah.
that's about
Oh,
that. Like that's really
oh well,
all.
whatever. That just now anyone else that may have that skin or something similar will remember to check which one they're using before they start playing Twitch again
There
or
you go.
streaming on Twitch, I guess.
Exactly.
So,
You can't be doing that.
yeah,
So
it's not yeah, he'll this one kid will be a little annoyed, pissed off, but like it's not the end of the world.
not the end of the world. He's gonna get back on it. He still is gonna have his followers and stuff. It's not gonna be a big deal.
Hmm.
But anyways, let's move on to the next one. Davis actually found this while he was looking for news. Twitch is now the official international streaming partner for USA Basketball. Now, I hate this. I'm sorry, but I hate this idea. Why? Because Twitch is a platform for video games. You want to watch like Minecraft, that's what Twitch is for. You want to watch someone playing Octopath Traveler, you do that. You want to watch someone play Call of Duty, yeah, you do that. You want to watch basketball, that's what TV's for. Or a different
But
streaming platform like ESPN.
I see why they would want to do it though, because
Easily.
like because people aren't watching traditional sports as much anymore, so they're trying to connect to that platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really well like Twitch, like it's crazy the amount of like data that they use and how smoothly the online uh like live stream service works.
Mm-hmm.
So like it doesn't crash unless it's your computer personally at home, like
Yeah,
or
it's
the
based out of
gamer's
your home.
computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I say why they would want to do it and putting money into it, like getting people interested in, and then I guess it must be a good thing for Twitch too. Obviously, there must be enough people interested in that don't want to maybe pay for ESPN Plus or whatever
Mm-hmm.
to do this.
And this comes off the back heels of some other news story that we're about to get into. But basically, I don't think this is cool because I wouldn't want to watch like gaming channels on traditional TV. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I don't want to watch sports on a gaming channel, but then again, it doesn't really affect me too much because if I don't want to watch it, I'm just not going to watch it. And I
Yeah.
guess Twitch is branding from a gaming streaming platform to a broader streaming platform because they've been doing it for a while. They've been doing IRL streams, they've been doing board game streams.
Hmm.
There's even a breastfeeding stream. Like that was something weird in the news. Yeah, there's like a breastfeeding thing. Let me see if I can pull this up right now. I don't know if it's like legitimately there or anymore, but let's go to twitch.tv. We'll go to browse. Yeah, there's just chatting.
But like, so yeah, exactly. I wouldn't watch it myself either because I'm not a fan of basketball. But
mm,
if or like I could see it being popular in Canada. It'd probably be more popular like in Canada with like hockey
mhm.
instead of basketball. But um, yeah, I wonder there must be obviously money for both Twitch and NBA and the NBA for doing this because normally it's pay-per-view for like
Mm.
whatever the tournament's called in basketball. I don't know what it's called.
The NBA like championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's interesting. So I found a post that said Twitch is okay with breastfeeding, but many viewers aren't, and that's a problem. Um, sorry. Like they even highlighted this. Nudity in attire streaming is a public activity, therefore we recommend creators wear attire that is appropriate public attire for a given context, intent, or activity. So that makes sense. If you're breastfeeding, you're probably not buck nude. Like you're gonna be in a sensible outfit and you're gonna be breastfeeding.
But
And
why is someone live streaming this though?
because it's a woman's right to breastfeed wherever the fuck she wants. We had a
That
whole
no that's true. I agree, but like why are people watching? Like people are literally searching this as just entertainment just for something to watch.
I don't
That's what confuses me.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure people are searching for it, but it was just like it happened and then people are okay with it.
Oh,
Like and
okay.
so like if someone was just like if I was watching someone live stream and they're like, "Oh, I got to breastfeed my child." If I don't want to watch that, I'll just click off and I'll just keep listening to it.
Hmm.
And then once the breastfeeding's done, the breastfeeding's done. That's not a big deal. But Twitch, like this article contradicts itself a little bit. Apparently, today I streamed while breastfeeding on Twitch. This clip, which had 20,000 views, was deleted by Twitch with no explanation. So,
Well, if it counts as nudity,
mhm,
maybe.
was attributed to an overcautious administrator.
Yeah, it was probably just because it was like on the brink of like showing the nipple or something like that, so it would have considered as nudity.
Yep, exactly. So, and that happens. That happens from time to time. People are overcautious and they don't understand the rules, and it's like a really, really fucking gray area. Like I work at a pool. The ruling of breastfeeding is she can breastfeed wherever the fuck she wants. The only thing that we are like allowed to say is the chemicals in the water or the heat of the water might affect the breast milk. So might be better to just do it on the side. Other than that, we can't do anything. If someone comes up and says this person's breastfeeding, I'm not okay with it. I am legally allowed to say you can suck my dick, sir. She's allowed to do that. I don't give a fuck. You can.
That's what they tell you to say to people, eh?
No.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's the response.
yeah, there you go. Of course, I'm kidding. But, like, seriously, I'm allowed to just be like, okay, you can fuck right off because she's allowed to do this. If you're uncomfortable with doing this, go sit in the change room while she's doing this. Go
Hmm.
swim in the pool and go swim laps because this literally doesn't affect you. If you're that
Yeah,
uncomfortable with it, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to ask you to leave, not her.
yeah,
She
exactly. I don't get
is
why people get
more.
offended.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. Why the fuck are people offended with this in the first place, by the way? Does it make any sense to you?
Mm,
No, it doesn't really. Like
no.
it doesn't. I don't understand how people are offended by it. Like you can be offended by anything. Like that's
People
fine.
get people get offended by this color of someone's skin, so people get offended by everything.
Exactly. Like people
But
are just weird, and I'd love to hear what actual people are offended by. It's like, oh, because it's nudity, it shouldn't be shown. It's like, yes, but this is a natural process that every single child has gone through in their entire life, for the most part. So this
yeah,
isn't brand new things to everyone, and people are gonna learn about it, and it's like guys aren't gonna look
But
over and it's like, oh, that's a titty, oh, and they're not gonna start fucking jerking off. No, it's gonna be like, oh, that woman's breastfeeding. I should look away to be respectful,
mhm.
kind of thing.
But then that also like really brings my question up again of like, if she had to do this, why wouldn't she, if whatever game she's playing, stop the stream, go do that? Like, I understand like you have the right of doing that wherever, but people are watching Twitch. Goes back to your point earlier of like people are watching Twitch to watch someone play Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, whatever they're playing, not. So if you're stopping your game to do that, it doesn't matter what you're stopping your game to do, people are gonna
Click off.
click away. Yeah. So
I
why why would you want to do this while you are streaming your game? You should that like pause or stop and say, "Hey guys, I have to take care of my personal business first and then come back."
I think it was a I think it was a talking. It was like an IRL stream. I think
Oh.
that's what I got from it because the setup looked like it was two women sitting together in a room, like with the webcam way back so it can show everything, kind
Hmm.
of thing. So I think it was just a talking stream. But you know what? Fucking.
Yeah.
You know what? We're fine. We're fine.
Anyway, back to like what do you so what was your whole point about that with being like with the NBA though?
Mm-hmm. Like with
Uh
like
what was your thoughts on that? Because you started going on talking about it and then you kind of like drifted off into a long rabbit hole.
like I'm not gonna. I'm if I don't like it, I'm just gonna click away. I'm not gonna complain about it because it's becoming it's becoming a thing now. Like IRL streams weren't a thing, now they're a thing. Like
Mhm.
board game streams weren't a thing, now they're a thing. And it's like those aren't video games, but they are streaming things. So it is becoming normalized. So I guess I have to really change my thing. And you know what? If someone's just gonna chat and breastfeed, if someone could chat and breastfeed for fucking 5 hours, like that's interesting. I don't know if I'd watch it, but if they have interesting stuff to say, maybe I'll click on it and not watch it because I just personally feel awkward watching someone breastfeed. So I'm
Yep.
just not going to do it. But there are people that are willing to watch it. So
Whatever gets people on, keeping people on Twitch, I guess. Like
yeah,
that's what they
exactly.
want is more people on the website, the more money they make.
But you know what's not going to keep people on the website?
What?
Ninja. Ninja is no longer on
Oh
Twitch.
yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
huge headliner. So
Right.
the star Fortnite guy,
Hmm.
aka Tyler Ninja Belvins, he recently left Twitch. He's just
Yeah.
gone. He went to Microsoft's Mixer. Because I think there was like a brand deal or something. Like, yeah, it will pay you a lot more money than Twitch is for
Hmm.
being there, which was a weird move, but it could be a smart move. So he had 14 million subscribers on Twitch. He has 1
Hmm.
million in the first 5 days on Mixer. So
So most people are following him over there.
yeah,
Like not maybe not most, but some people are already following him over there.
exactly. Like a decent amount of his audience has already moved over, and I really think a lot of more people will follow him.
Hmm.
Like it's in like there's nothing that's going to stop this guy from streaming. And the reason that it was good, I read this in an article. I don't think I have it linked, but they said this might stop Tyler from being the Fortnite guy. This could be the Fortnite killing blow, basically. So Fortnite is a
How
dying
so?
game. So Fortnite's a
Yeah.
dying game. So a lot more games are coming to spotlight. Like Minecraft is coming back into fashion. My older brother, who's older than I am, is playing it right now with his friends. I was
Hmm.
playing it last night on stream with my girlfriend. Like we would rather play Fortnite than we would we would rather play Minecraft than we would Fortnite. Sorry. So like, and there's going to be a ton of new games coming out, like Cyberpunk 2077. There's going to be all of these brand new games that just got like revealed at E3, Gears of War 5, Halo Infinity,
Hmm.
all of these games. But the thing with Mixer's Microsoft, so they could basically
It's
just be like, "Hey, play this game for us, and this
so
will
it's like
get you off
so it's
Fortnite."
Xbox exclusive streaming. Like
Yep.
it's
Yeah, I can basically
God
turn on
damn
my.
it. So they're going the way of Apple of like going specific. You have to do everything just with them. Like seriously.
What do you mean?
Well, if it's streaming only Xbox content, through Microsoft, it's the same thing as what Apple does with iTunes and iCloud and everything being connected through Apple.
That's yeah, kind of.
Like it's
He's
like
he's still allowed to be. I think he's still allowed to be on PC or and stuff like that. He's just using the platform that way. And since Microsoft is like an Xbox platform, maybe he can finally get off this Fortnite curse. He can basically just be like, hey, we're gonna play like a bunch of different Microsoft games and stuff like that. Maybe he'll like be a Halo Infinity streamer. That would be cool.
mhm.
Like maybe he'll become a Wizard of Legend streamer. Like I don't fucking know, but that's just what I heard. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. He can kind of just get rid of the Fortnite curse and just be like, cool. With Ninja's done with this game, a lot of other people might be done with this game. So
Yeah. That's something I don't understand. Like I understand people watching games stuff like that, and but as a person that's your job. Your what you do is you play video games.
hmm
I just couldn't do that of streaming. Like even if you stream every day, Monday to Friday or whatever,
hmm
same amount of time, blah blah blah. I couldn't be the type of person that plays the same game every single day, even if you're really good at it. And sometimes you may not be as good other days, blah blah blah.
yeah.
But like, and that's what your audience likes to watch. I would have to mix it up occasionally. Like,
hmm
oh, I couldn't do it.
Like on that topic, like if I had to play one great game for the rest of my life, it would be Minecraft. Like,
Really.
it's a childish choice, but it's a good choice. You know why? Because Minecraft has mods, texture packs, skins, like no microtransactions, basically. Like,
Hmm.
you can build whatever game you want. You want to play zombies? Boom, you can fucking mod up zombies and play it in there. You want to play like Capture the Flag? You can play Capture the Flag. You want to play like a survival mode? You have a survival game. You want to build stuff? You have a creative mode. Like you have so many options in Minecraft. It's amazing. Like if
I
it,
have never played Minecraft.
you've never played Minecraft before,
Never.
maybe one day we'll have to sit down and play Minecraft because I just did that with Shannon. That was fucking a great stream. That was so much fun
Hmm.
because she didn't understand what was going on. She got blown up by a creeper, killed by zombies. Like things were hilarious. It was such a fun time. But anyways,
Nice.
getting off topic, like that's one game I would play, and I feel like a lot of people would agree with me on that because there are some people that are like,
Possibly.
I would play Black Ops 3 Zombies for my entire life because Black Ops 3 Zombies was the best. It's like, okay, cool. I would play Halo Reach because Halo Reach is one of my favorite games. Okay, yeah, that's totally awesome. I would play Persona 5 because there's a different bunch of different ways you can play Persona 5. It's like, yep, cool. That's awesome. Like
Hmm.
you like everyone has their own certain thing, but I kind of ran out of
That
one.
I would have to really think about that because I'm not enough of a gamer. Like even playing, like the main game that I play is Call of Duty, but I can
NHL
still only
19.
play. Yeah, getting destroyed in that.
We're gonna have a rematch eventually. We'll
Oh
talk
yeah,
about the Extra Life event and stuff like that a little bit later on because I got some spicy news. But anyways, like
nice.
I
But like that would be difficult because playing Call of Duty, I can only still play that for
a
uh
few hours.
a few hours. Like I can't. I'm not a gamer. I would probably just if the option was play one game for the rest of your life or die, I would probably just die because
Really?
I can't pick a game. There's no game that I'm passionate enough about that I would like that I would just constantly play forever because like I don't know. Like
hmm
because even like games that are I really liked and enjoyed, like I played all the Uncharted games. Once you beat the story, there isn't much else. There's like nothing else to do.
Yeah,
If you play
exactly.
if you play, I guess if I really had to think about it, I would probably do like a Grand Theft Auto game, maybe,
Yeah,
because then
there's a
you could
lot to do with
eventually,
Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, it's like big enough that you could, even when you get bored, you can find something random to do.
You can obey
That's
traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto if you get bored.
exactly.
There you go. So yeah, this actually brings up a lot of opportunities, especially for like young streamers like me that are like, oh yeah, he just left like 13 million of his fans behind. Where are they gonna go now? If they're Fortnite junkies, they'll stay on Fortnite. If they were just looking for the comedy, they'll go to someone or somewhere else. And
Hmm.
it's like, cool. It gives me a chance, me to be the next ninja. Even though I don't want to be the
Gaming
next ninja.
people.
I don't want to be that fucking Fortnite guy. I don't want to be a guy who's like stuck playing one game. My whole
Hmm.
thing is I like playing different games and I like playing what I want. Like I like playing Minecraft. I like achievement hunting. I like to get angry sometimes and play Dark Souls because sometimes I just want to die. Like that's what I want to do.
you like kicking my ass in NHL.
Oh yeah, I keep watching the fucking I keep watching the moments where we score and it's the greatest thing ever. I keep watching
So
your
fun.
it's so good. We gotta fucking play again. Dude.
Yeah.
You buy an Xbox. Buy an
Yeah, okay.
Xbox.
Yeah, okay.
Sell your
Like that's gonna
PS4.
happen. Yeah, right?
Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. If I get the new Xbox Scarlet, I'll give my Xbox One X to my girlfriend and I'll give that Xbox to you.
Hooray!
Yeah, so you get an old ass Xbox, but it's still an Xbox.
Yeah, fine by me.
We'll see.
Give me at least 2 games.
Um, I could do
Anyway,
that.
where were we going with that?
Where are we going with that? Anyways,
Oh, that was all because of Ninja, right?
yeah. But speaking of Xbox, considering we're talking about Xbox, let's move on to the next topic in the gaming corner. Holy shit, I messed that up. We're not gonna redo it. So let's go on to this. We're gonna look at Xbox Live outage locks players out of their games for hours.
Yeah, and
What
you want
the
me to get an
fuck?
Xbox.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. Apparently, there was an Xbox outage, and it caused gamers to launch their digital titles. Whenever a player tried to open a game, it quickly closed and flashed a message to sit tight as outages happen once in a while. Let's talk about that real quick. What the fuck is with these writers and not getting grammar proper? Lee, like, I don't understand.
Proper.
Lee. Like, I don't understand. You went to school to become a journalist and you still don't know the English language enough to make a proper fucking thing? You do not proofread it? Or are you writing this shit at 3 a.m. after like 18 hours of hard writing and you're just like, I don't care, and you just send it in without proofreading it? Like,
That's what the Grammarly attachment on Google's for.
that's what Google's for. That's what Microsoft Word is for. Are you kidding me? You don't have you don't have Microsoft Word. You don't have Google Docs. Everyone has Google Docs. Don't you fucking lie to me. Everyone has Google Docs. You can proofread this stuff. It will give you a red squiggly underline that says you fucked up, or it's supposed to give a big blue underline that says you fucked up. You need to do this again. Like, look how
Oh my
angry I'm
God.
getting. Look how angry I'm getting over this. If you go into journalism or anything that specializes in language arts, you better write a fucking paragraph without getting anything wrong. And it's like, it's not like a 20-page essay where they made one mistake. This is the second paragraph. Like, let's take a look at this real quick. We're gonna pop this open real quick. Boom. So here's the title. First paragraph. This is the first paragraph. Sorry. This is the first paragraph. It happens right here. Right
I like
there.
how you're getting more outraged over the writing than over what the article's about.
Oh, it just annoys me because I look at this and I just get triggered. I'm like, oh my god, how do you people, like, I can write better than you? Like, and that, like, there was a huge video like a long time ago that's called like 5 reasons why you shouldn't be a League of Legends YouTuber, and it talks about like how people will flame your mistakes and they'll think that you're good even though all you do is play the game and you're not supposed to be like the best player ever. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand that mentality, but this is not the mentality. This is someone who went to school for 4 years and has spent their life writing on a computer. You spent 12 years in high school, at least 4 years getting a diploma in journalism. But anyways, I could be completely wrong. Maybe it's like
yeah, it could just be a random blog.
It could be a 14-year-old writing this blog for all we know, and like maybe language arts isn't his specialty, but like, why are they hiring a 14-year-old to write articles? Let's just get on with the fucking article. Anyways.
Yeah, okay.
So anyways, Xbox support put a tweet out that said, "Our teams are still on the case here. Please stay tuned for further information from us at xbox.com/status." So I decided to take a look at the website. Can you guess what's not working right now?
The website?
Well, the website's working, but it says purchase and content usage is not available. TV, music, and video is not available, and Xbox One My Game and games and apps aren't available. So
They haven't, like, did their entire servers crash? Like, what's going on?
So they have the Xbox Live core services like signing in, creating, managing, or recovering an account, social and gaming like in-game matchmaking, cloud storage, finding friends, leaderboards, avatar editing. All the games are opening normally and the website is functioning, but the My Games and Apps thing isn't working. And buying content or using content or TV, music, and video just isn't working.
Oh.
So it's like
So
half the
yeah.
thing isn't working.
So if
half
you
of it.
open your Xbox and you want to go into Netflix, you can't do it.
Nope, you can't. You can't use Google. You can't use the music because what's the fucking music on this thing again? Groove and movies, like Groove, live TV, video store. So sorry to all the Xbox One owners that use their Xbox as a fucking glorified remote, but sorry you can't, or a DVD player, sorry, or a Blu-ray player. Yeah, sorry, you can't use that unless you actually have the physical copy of the disc. So everyone who just got an Xbox One S digital, they just got fucked. They got
It's
fucked
well,
for several hours.
yeah, that's pretty. I'd be pretty pissed and annoyed. Well, hopefully they would
Whoa.
actually be freaking working on it, because yeah, that's pretty annoying. Like, because honestly, like my PlayStation is more of a Netflix slash Blu-ray machine than it is an actual gaming console.
Exactly.
Except, but except for recently, I've been using it for a game console recently. I've
Yeah.
been getting back into a little bit of gaming, so
Yeah.
but yeah,
Exactly.
I would be pissed.
Yeah. Exactly. Like if you have an Xbox One S digital, you kind of just got fucked. You're like, oh boy, I can't wait to play video games today. Psych, bitch, you can't even play any video games because the My Games and Apps thing isn't working. Well, it's okay. It's limited. It says it's limited, which basically means it's not working properly. So, sorry, you should have just bought it. You should have bought an Xbox One X, dude. Sorry,
Tisk
but
tisk tisk.
tisk, dude. But anyways, that's about that. Let's move on to some more actual video game stuff. Let's move on to some. This is the more sketchy part of the gaming corner. This is like the shit that's really dumb. So, GTA has
More bathwater.
not bathwater. Just this is way more stupid than bathwater.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't like. Well, let's take a look. So in GTA 5, there's a casino. It's been closed down for like years and years because GTA came out back when I was like grade 10, grade 11, so like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, GTA 5?
Yeah, GTA
Or are you
5.
talking about GTA in general?
GTA 5.
Okay, because I'm okay, makes sense. Because I was gonna say, never mind.
The original
Because the
GTA
original
came out
the,
5 years ago today. But anyways, so GTA 5 came out and they had a casino that was closed down, but they decided to open it with a new DLC. Cool, you can go in and you should spend in-game cash
yeah,
for more in-game cash.
yeah, just like San Andreas, you could do that.
Yeah, which is gambling, which is you're promoting to kids, which isn't the
But
greatest thing on the planet.
shouldn't be the kids, because GTA isn't exactly a
No,
kid-friendly game.
it's an adult game, but
Technically.
let's face it, there's 12-year-olds playing GTA 5 right now.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, that's not the kicker. The kicker is you can spend real life money to play this game. You can spend in real life money for in-game money. You can spend $50 in the real world to try and win $1 million in Grand Theft Auto. Doesn't that seem ridiculous to you?
It's just a different way of microtransactions, I guess, but with like random boxes instead of actually knowing what you are purchasing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just their way of doing
I,
uh
I have,
microtransactions, but
I have such a problem with microtransactions because I hate them, but I also enjoy them because Hearthstone, a card game, if this card game was in real life, I'd be spending money on packs because I would have physical cards that I could deal with. It. But
yeah.
I'm literally just I spent $100 on the new expansion.
What?
Yeah, because it's a like 80 card packs plus a new hero plus a golden card plus a card pack.
I thought you
So,
said you were slowing down playing Hearthstone. You weren't playing it as much anymore.
well, I'm back on it. Literally,
Anyway,
I set my gaming computer back up. I have TFT, like the new Teamfight Tactics game, on one monitor. I have Hearthstone on the other, and I might start streaming it more. But anyways, I'm getting back into PC gaming. But anyways, we're getting off track. That's my
yeah.
that's my thing. Like, as much as I hate microtransactions, in some cases I can find it forgivable because even in a card game like Yu-Gi-Oh, you're spending hundreds of dollars for the chance to get a really good card.
Yeah, if you're expanding something and it actually makes sense. It's when it's a piss off is when you have to pay for the rest of the game, like
Yeah.
to actually play the game.
So this is not the worst thing that we've seen, but it is still stupid considering you're getting kids to take real life money, put it in the game, and then have that gamble that away. So it's basically real gambling. because you're
Yeah,
taking real money, and which is pretty despicable. Like, how did nobody fucking think about this? So like, let's make a casino, but wait, you can spend real money in it.
but that's not the first time games have had casinos like that in
No,
real life. Like there are actual like casino like apps that you can get on your phone.
yeah,
Like, and I understand, and again, it's their way of doing, because like randomizer boxes, whatever
hmm,
that you but normally those are like $4 or $5, not however much that they're probably charging in
they're
GTA.
probably going upwards of $100. Not gonna lie, because every base, like basically every microtransaction game has it's like, okay, it's 5, then it's 10, then it's 25, then it's 100. It's
Mm,
usually the steps that they go in for the most
yeah,
part. So they're probably like, hey, if you spend 100 real life dollars, you'll get 10 million GTA dollars. And it's probably not even that much. You're probably getting like 100,000 GTA dollars, which is basically barely enough to buy a car that you can pimp out. Which
mm,
is going to go to shit anyways, because if you don't put it in your garage, it's going to blow up, and then you're going to be fucked out of $100,000 or 100 real life dollars, or you're
yeah.
going to gamble all that way in the casino. And guess what they could do with that? They could take all the casino chances, crank them down to 0.1% win chance on a basic bet. So let's say you put like $5 in on like craps or something, and you put it on the most likely thing to win, like red or black.
Yeah.
And they could be like, lol, it was neither of those. The ball didn't actually fall in the hole. Haha, loser, we're gonna take your money. Like that could possibly happen. Not really, because that's not how that works. Because
That's not how it works, but
that's not how craps works. Because I'm talking about roulette. Because craps is cards.
yeah. I was thinking
No,
that
craps
for a
is
second. I
dice.
was like,
Sorry, like I don't even
yeah,
understand what craps is, but you understand my point here. Like,
yes.
you could basically have it where it's like poker. The guy's got his a straight flush, and it's like it's basically impossible for this guy to win. It's like, cool, I had a royal flush this entire time. Fuck you. Like, literally, that like
Yeah.
it's so shady, and it could be
But
exploited so
do you
badly.
do you think that Rockstar would actually do that to the point of like off enough people? Like,
Yeah,
if they're making money off of people spending their actual money off this, do you think they would go making it that impossible to win?
yeah,
You
probably.
think
Honestly,
go that
game
bad?
companies are getting fucking shady now. Like, it's just
Slim
terrible.
Shady?
Slim Shady, not like, no. Slim Shady's a good Shady. This is not the real Slim Shady. So please don't stand up. Like, legit, you this doesn't make any logical sense why this is in the game. But like, that's my opinion on it. Don't spend
Yeah.
money on Grand Theft Auto. Spend money on Hearthstone packs.
Es-
The end.
Especially on a game that's been came out like years ago now. It's not like it's something that you're gonna well, I guess there must be a lot of people still playing GTA 5
Mhm.
if they're doing enough of an update and everything for it.
Can I tell you something?
But never.
I have 3 Grand Theft Auto copies. I have one on my PC, I have one on my Xbox One, and one on my Xbox 360.
That's not a surprise considering you have 3 copies of Borderlands 2 as well.
But here's the kicker: I don't play any of them. I have yet to play fully through a Grand Theft Auto game.
Well, give me your PS4 version.
I don't have PS4 Grand Theft Auto.
Well, give me your
I'll
PC
give you one
version.
of my games if you want. Literally, like when I'm in Edmonton, I'll literally like go to Nate. I'll be at Nate. I'll be like, "Hey, you want to try Persona 5? Boom! Make a Let's Play series called Davis Plays Persona 5." That would amaze me. I'd fucking watch that Twitch stream every single night. I'd be like, Davis,
Well, you're the
Davis,
one that gave me the game, so of
Davis,
course you would watch it.
use the Persona, Davis, 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 use your guns. Like I would totally watch that.
Just like I was one of the few viewers watching live stream,
Which one?
your 24-hour one.
Oh, the
What was
game
it
day,
called?
Extra life game day. There were like
Yeah.
20 people
Well,
watching
no, you
that.
had a decent amount of people. You had a few people watching it.
Yeah, I was very, very happy. And I'm gonna
I
be.
tried doing some push-ups for you. You didn't accept
I
them.
didn't know. No, this is all
I
for.
found.
It was all me for the kids, dude.
Oh, it was so funny though because I literally created a Twitch account just to watch Jayden play just for that event. But I was texting him on my phone as well. So I was texting him. I was like, "Hey, good luck, blah blah, nice kill or whatever he was doing."
Yeah.
And then I created a Twitch account using I called myself like Rock to Win. That's my PlayStation. That's my gamer tag.
Yep.
And so Jayden's like, "Oh, thanks, Rock to Win," and then I text him. I'm like, "That's me." It was so funny.
Literally did not know anything. Like, oh, dude, he God words are hard in my mouth, but he tuned into my live stream yesterday, and his name was lol. It's not Earl, and I didn't even recognize it was him, and I was just like,
What?
lol,
Why didn't he
not.
log in as Earl Draws? That's what his
Yeah, I
YouTube
didn't know. I don't know.
channel is.
But yeah, but that was fun. It was cool to have him. I had my guy Sundance. He watched as well. But anyways, we're getting off topic. Fuck you, GTA. Suck my knob, Ernie Keebler. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's move on to the
Fuck.
that's a meme. Like, let me see if I can find the meme and I'll send it to you later, or I'll put it on
Okay.
I'll put it in the video. But anyways, let's move on to the next microtransaction. Activision, one of everyone's favorite companies. They make Call of Duty, Black Ops 4. They microtransaction the hell out of it. Same with Black Ops 3.
I never buy any of the maps or DLC. I just play the regular ones until they become free.
I love zombies so much. I bought season passes, like legit.
Love.
I love zombies.
Have you played the new Black Ops 4? There's a couple new ones. Like it's a giant, like it's a skate park is one of the new maps that
Oh
came for
no,
free.
they
It's
remastered
fun.
that one. Oh, I
It's
love
like,
that map.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I played the new Alpha Omega. I streamed it, like the new zombies map. I fucking
yeah,
love that. It's
cool.
one of my the best map on Black Ops 4 Zombies, and I think it's one of my favorite maps of all time.
Eh.
It's so much fun to play. But anyways, we're getting off topic. Can you guess what game they microtransaction this time?
I have no idea. Activision makes. I'm gonna say just Call of Duty because I have no idea what other games they make. Okay.
You were wrong. It's Crash Team Racing. They put microtransaction into Crash Team Racing.
What would that be? Like upgrades for your car?
So the title of this article is Activision adds microtransactions to Crash Team Racing after promising it wouldn't. So already they're on sketchy shit.
Liars.
Liars, exactly, right? In many ways, the layout looked like an online store that you might find in a mobile game. However, the developers were quick to point out that those items could be acquired with coins found in game. There wouldn't be anything that had to be purchased. They didn't plan to add microtransactions. This move seems counterintuitive when you consider fan reception when the game was released. Fans adored the quality of the remake, especially the players of the original game from 1999. The decision to create a battle pass type of system with its Grand Prix style was a big hit, and players lauded. Don't know if I said that word right. The decision made by Activision. However, the recent introduction of microtransactions seems to undo all this. When you consider how microtransactions will impact the game, it shouldn't affect it too much, especially if the blog post by Activision is anything to go on. If coins can be earned at the same rate as before, and the items before purchase can be acquired in a reasonable amount of time, the players have nothing to fear when it comes to accessing the cosmetic items in game. Players who like having to spend real money on cosmetics will be better off, while other players likely won't care.
Okay, so it's not the fact that it's not you have to expanding the game. It's just if you want this extra item earlier than instead of like collecting the money in the game, you can buy it yourself.
You know what this microtransaction? Yeah, exactly. So this microtransaction system is basically Overwatch's microtransaction system. That's what it is. So Overwatch's microtransaction system is this. You have loot boxes, which you can get skins, emotes, sprays out of, whatever floats your boat. You can get those. But you can use real life money to get more loot boxes to get more money. And there's a currency in game called coins where you out of these loot boxes, you'll get coins sometimes. Or if you have duplicates, you'll get a small amount of coins. So if you have this skin and then you get it again, which is very unlikely, you'll get coins from it. So players who have 100% of the cosmetics every time they get a loot box, it's not useless. It's going to be a little bit of money each time. And all of that money will eventually go towards new characters. Or new character cosmetics, because all the characters are unlocked at the beginning of the game. And the difference here is you're earning coins and stuff, and you're earning loot boxes. So the microtransaction system in Crash Team Racing is actually better than the one in Overwatch, because in Overwatch you still have a chance to get shit that you don't want. I'm sorry, I don't play fucking not Syndra, that's a fucking League of Legends champion. Symmetra, I don't play Symmetra, I don't want a Symmetra skin, I want a Hanzo skin, I want a Genji skin, I want a Soldier 76 skin, those are the skins that I want. And if I would rather choose getting them out of loot boxes or getting them coins, I would much rather choose the coins. Now, neither of these affect gameplay too much, hopefully. If the Crash Team Racing algorithm stays the same with how coins are earned, then it's fine. Because people who are dumb can buy cosmetics. That's fine. You can.
I have never, personally for myself, I don't think I've ever, even with like in-game money or real money, I've never spent my money on a skin, like a character's. Like,
Really?
I think it's like, even with, if I get new ones for like a random achievement or whatever, fine. But I never use in-game money for a skin because it doesn't change anything. Like it doesn't matter to me. Like I'll save them up and use it to upgrade my character rather than make them what they look like.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's. I always use my skins or the money in game, not like the currency systems in games, to buy skins because I love skins, depending on the skin, of course. Some characters look dope without skins, some characters need those skins because they look fucking ugly. But anyways, that's about that. There's really not much to say about this. But yeah, sorry, I'm gonna keep cutting you off. But the thing is that Activision promised they wouldn't do this. So why are they doing it? Is it just for money? Like, why?
Well, I think it's in a way still going, like, it's going on the line of breaking the promise, because as they're saying, you can still get anything that you want through the in-game currency. It just might take a little bit longer. So if you want to buy it with your own money, you can. It's not like here's 85% of the game you can play through, and now you have to spend more money to buy the rest. So technically they're not like lying about or breaking a promise about like something like that, I guess. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of like on the line of breaking a promise, because you can buy it if you want, but you don't have to.
It's a very, very thin line, I would say. But yeah, I understand it kind of, because it's like, yeah, we promised we wouldn't put them in, but we did put them in, and it's just not going to affect anything. But it still makes people wary about Activision. But then again, people are dumb and they will make Activision like the most sold game of fucking 2019. They'll be like, yeah, the best game to fucking sell was Call of Duty Black Ops 4, sold by Activision.
Well, that's just because it's a Call of Duty game. People don't care what company it's from.
They made $8 million off of its microtransactions. Fucking died because, you know, that's just the title I don't want to hear.
Your reactions are so funny.
I'm great. I follow my Twitch stream. Anyways, let's move on
at Jaytonitis.
At Jaytonitis, there you go. So anyways, let's move on to the last topic that we have here. We have everyone's good old favorite redneck celebrity piece of shit on the internet, Donald Trump, has basically said that the last few shootings that have happened in America were because of video games. Now, we just want to extend our thoughts and prayers to the families that have lost lives within these shootings. It's a terrible tragedy, and I hope to God something happens this time, because they keep saying things need to change, but guess what? Nothing changes. And of course, when nothing changes, they need what? What's that? What do they need? That's right, they need a scapegoat to blame it on, because apparently taking responsibility and saying, yeah, I fucked up and this country's fucked up, we need to fix this, and, you know, having gun control isn't the right option. No, everyone's allowed to wield guns. Everyone's allowed to military-grade assault rifles if they fucking feel like it. Yeah. Sure, Timmy, for like your 6-year-old birthday, you have a hunting knife. For your 8-year-old birthday, you're gonna get a revolver. For your 12th, you're gonna get a handgun. For your 16th, you're gonna get an assault rifle, and for your 21st, you're gonna get a rocket launcher. Like that's America right now. But let's
America. Fuck
America. Yeah, exactly. Don't home of the brave, home of the morons. Gun control
yeah.
no more. Home of the Whopper.
Yeah,
Like fucking.
they should. Why don't they just go through like Australia? Australia banned guns years ago, and like, I other than like, I don't even think police officers carry guns in Australia.
No, I feel like they would carry like tasers or non-lethals.
Yeah, like there are. I've said this before. It's fucking ridiculous. There are more guns in the U.S. than there are people,
Yep.
and there are more people in California than there are in all of Canada. So, like that shows how many freaking people there are in the U.S. and how many goddamn guns.
Is that true? Are there more people in California than Canada? I have to Google this
Yes,
now.
sir.
That can't be true. Are
There are
there?
more people in all of California than there are in all of Canada. Like, and if there's more people, if there's more guns in the U.S. than there are people, like, why? Why do you need so many guns? It's my Second Amendment right
Holy
to
shit!
have,
You're right.
to have sidearms. I'm allowed to have. Yeah, okay. Like, what? Go
Mm,
hunting,
yeah.
sure. You don't need to freaking bring guns into a Walmart, into a school, into a hotel. Like,
Mm-hmm. Like
ah,
it doesn't make any logical sense. Like these people are absolutely nuts. Like the worst that we've had so far was the two psychos that have gone to like Manitoba after killing like two people on the side of the road or whatever. That's the most that Canada's had
yeah,
in the
exactly.
past
We get
while.
yeah, and
We've
we get
had
a few people. We
one
get a
mass
few people.
shooting.
Yeah.
One mass shooting.
Yeah, something like that. I saw this. I have to try to find that tweet again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw something on Twitter. It was like, it was world, like it was different flags. It was like number of mass shootings
Oh, I retweeted
in
that. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, exactly, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and it was like couple of another country had like three, Canada had like one or two, and then US had like 256 just in 2019,
Yeah.
something
Let,
like that. It's like,
let me see if I can find this shit. Like, cause fucking
yeah,
it's
I'm
so
trying to find.
dumb.
I'm trying to find it here too.
Mm-hmm. Like, Jake, I'm trying to like we're both trying to find this because our Twitters are nuts. So,
See if I can find that.
I found a nice tweet by Mark Ruffalo. So I'm gonna show this on stream real quick. So this was Mark Ruffalo had a thread going on. As America is a country that prides itself on freedom, but we can't leave our homes without the thought of possibly being gunned down. Where can anyone go in large groups anymore without fear? You can't go to Walmart, concerts, the movies, schools, public houses, church, synagogues, mosques, grocery stores, post office, food festivals, nightclubs, and nursing homes. It seems the only safe place in America is airports, and that's because they don't allow guns in there. That was such a good tweet. I retweeted that. I
Yeah,
was so fucking like that was hilarious. Oh, I know who sent that. It was 100 Thieves Noah. So this guy named Noah J456, he was the one that retweeted that got me to retweet it. So let me see if I can find it. Oh, found it already. There you go. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see if I can name all of these fucking countries. There's like Finland, Sweden, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Britain, Spain, France, Belgium, I think that's Australia, New Zealand, France. A lot of these have zero.
yeah,
Canada has
exactly.
one. Brazil has
Yeah,
one.
that's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico has three, and USA has 251 mass shootings. But yeah,
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers are definitely working.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
it's nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts. Like, how is this possible? Like, can you guys
because of
not understand what's wrong with you guys? Can you not
the
understand why what you're doing is not working? You're literally the definition of insanity, which is doing the same shit over and over again and thinking it's gonna work out differently. Because guess what?
yeah.
Thoughts and prayers don't work.
Yeah, I saw this other thing. It was like, um, they're happening so frequently that the president can give his thoughts and prayers out to two things in one tweet. It's
Yeah,
like,
Chris
God damn
Evans.
it.
Yeah, Chris Evans said it
That's
was like,
right. That was Chris Evans, right?
yep. So he was like, yeah, it's become such a normalization that the president can just say it in one tweet. It's not like two separate tweets. Like, well,
Yeah, thoughts. Yeah, exactly. Thoughts and prayers. Like, what the?
yeah. So we usually don't get too political on this channel, but this is something political that I'm going to get into because guess what? This doesn't work. You need to fucking understand that it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Do you not understand that this doesn't work? Are you certain? Like, but are you sure though? Are you sure that it doesn't work? Because guess what? Thoughts and prayers don't work. Do any of these other countries right here, do they actually fucking like, I'm trying to think of the words right now. Do they use thoughts and prayers? No, they use gun control. They use gun control. No one in my neighborhood that I know of has an assault rifle or a handgun for that matter. Like, no one in my town, I think, has a gun.
Like, and the craziness is that so so a lot of people are like, okay, you're allowed to have a gun in your house for whatever reason, but you have to keep it locked up and keep the bullets in a different drawer than the gun itself. It's like, so you want gun control in the house where, like, that's the whole reason why Americans want it, is for my personal protection,
Yeah.
where you won't have enough time to get the ammo out to save yourself anyway. But there is no gun control when it comes around to carrying a freaking assault rifle.
Yep.
Like,
I know, like, I know people who own guns but that's because they live on farms where coyotes exist. Or wild animals exist, and they need to fucking protect their farms. They need to protect their crops. They need to protect their animals. That's fine. That's totally fine because you're on a farm and you have a legitimate reason. You, in the middle of downtown California or Texas or New York, do not need to own a gun.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, they need to. I don't know, and as we were kind of, the reason we were bringing this up is like, and then going again to blaming it on video games is why it's violent. Like, it's been proven multiple times that video games don't have anything to do with it.
Exactly.
Like, same thing with like movies or music. Like, stop trying to scapegoat.
I'm sorry, I listen to K-pop. Am I Asian? No. That's not how it works. Like, music doesn't influence you in that way. Music doesn't magically make me a serial killer. Playing video games doesn't make me a serial killer. It might relieve tensions. It might, like, you know, be nice to play.
Or
if I go and gun someone down in Call of Duty, it does not mean in my mind I'm like, oh yeah, I want to grab an assault rifle and gun people down. If I'm going to do that, guess what I'm going to do that in? Paintball.
exactly.
Or airsoft, you know, one of the non-lethal ways. Or get this, Nerf guns exist.
Exactly.
You want your gun rights? You want your gun rights, America? Fine. The only guns you're allowed to own are fucking paintball and Nerf. Those are the only two. You know why airsoft's not allowed? Because they look too damn realistic. Those are the only two guns that you are allowed to own. Those, boom, fucking problem solved. I'm done with this podcast. Boom. Like that's how stupid America is.
The thing is, no matter how many people mention it online, how many people say something, the NRA is still going to put millions of dollars into whatever president there may be. Even after Trump is out, the next president will come in, the NRA will still give them a shit ton of money, and it will still won't change anything. And then another 20 freaking guns, mass shootings will happen again the next freaking like day. Like, it's no matter how many people complain about it and bring it up, say gun control. No. It's the United States. It's never gonna happen. Like, that's the fucking thing. I'm glad we're Canadian.
Yep, there you go. I will never move down to the United States. Sorry, but I'm gonna stick up here in Canada and stream. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, you know what I hope?
What are your thoughts on gun control?
And well, yes, you can leave those in the comments or ask us on Twitter. But here's the thing. I hope the next president, I hope it's Obama reelected because he did really well. Like, let's do
he had so much stress. Have you seen him like
Oh
after
yeah.
like his hair was all gray and everything, and then like a few months after he wasn't president anymore, he got the color in his face back, and
Yeah. Well, that's because being like president is stressful. I like it since Donald Trump isn't stressed out at all, it seems like. He's not doing his job
we
correctly.
got to do
We're going to do this.
we
We are
got
going to
nothing.
$1 billion. I make
It's
fun
the
of people who are lesser than me. Since you don't have money, you're not. Mexicans can get out of
it's
this
the
country.
Mexicans'
Wall be
fault.
built, not by me, even though it's my idea. Like that's like sorry,
Yeah,
Obama was better. I hope Obama like will come back and he'll have like a fake hand in his sleeve and like the NRA will come up and just like, all right, so it's gonna be the usual, yeah, sure. And then they shake hands, but it's the fake hand and he pulls it out of Obama's like sleeve and he's like, what the hell was this? And it's like, oh yeah, that's my fake hand. So you can go shove that up your ass. We're gonna get gun control in here, and then just like that becomes a viral video. That's my dream. If that comes to fruition, I will literally just explode. I will be so
you
happy.
can die now.
Yeah, I will die peacefully knowing that that's true. But
Yeah.
anyways, the
Like,
fact that
even like again, even though we don't live in United States, it still affects us up here because it's gonna affect what happens with Trudeau and stuff like that, right? Because Trump and Trudeau have a big, you know, shit going on
they bounce
between them as
butts
well.
every once in a
But
while, you know.
yeah, so it's still, even though it's not our lives and everything, we still feel bad for like the people that are dying or getting majorly injured because one idiot decides to come around with a fucking assault rifle and just starts shooting at people. Like,
Yep. Just making any
that's
sense.
our rant.
That's our rant on gun control, and this was supposed to be like the part where it's like video games don't promote violence and stuff like that. It's like
But
that's
we talked
true.
about that in the previous podcast
We
with the Call of Duty kill streak.
Yep, there you go. Guns like there was apparently a study with Minecraft where it's like, hey, these 10 kids, we'll let you play Minecraft for 10 minutes. With one group has guns, one group doesn't, and one group has swords, and and the second control group doesn't have any weapons whatsoever. Then they let them play in the toy area, and guess what? They were like taking the guns because you know what, toy guns are cool, and they understand that they're fake and stuff like that. They're not gonna go and just like gun down their friends with a real gun. It's like it doesn't make any sense. There are tons and tons of articles and studies that say, okay, this is not true. Stop doing this. Stop
Mm-hmm.
blaming the fucking video games for all your problems because you don't understand. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But, anyways, that's
Yeah.
going to wrap it up for the gaming corner this week. Now, let's get on to the next segment, which is movie news. Let's get on to the fun stuff because we had a little bit of fun earlier. Now it's just like my head is just like gonna explode. I'm pissed off. I'm ready to just like, my head's about to explode. So let's move on to the next thing. So this one I found. This one was really interesting. Marvel, the Falcon, and the Winter Soldier will reportedly revolve around government not wanting Sam Wilson to be Captain America.
Because
So,
he's black.
wow, okay, you already went for there. All right, there goes my joke. But anyways, yeah, that's like the first thought that I had. I'm like, wow, it's just because he's black, isn't he? Fucking, but no, of course
Which is
they went the sensible route. So they're
it,
basically basing it off the comics where Cap took up the shield after Steve Rogers was drained of the super soldier serum and began showing his true age. As Captain America, Sam split with S.H.I.E.L.D. after the hacker known as Whisperer revealed the existence of certain questionable secret projects and later the secret super villain prison at Pleasant Hill. Sam split from the U.S. government entirely, later on deciding that modern times required an independent Captain America who would act more freely. This all came to a head during the Secret Empire event when Steve Rogers, after being restored to his Captain America Prime, was revealed to be a Hydra sleeper agent and took over the S.H.I.E.L.D. and the government on the terrorist organization's behalf. That's interesting. So they're basically
I
basing it off
can,
this story.
yeah, I can simplify that a little bit.
Go for it.
Basically, because there's been times in the comics when both Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes have been uh Captain America,
Yeah.
but um the I know that Sebastian Stan, the actor who plays Winter Soldier, has said that he doesn't believe that he should be Captain America because he believes that the Winter Soldier is still messed up in his head in the movies,
Mm-hmm.
which is makes more sense why Sam Wilson would have it because both these characters have had it in the comics, and there's also been versions of the comics where old man Captain America, old man Steve Rogers is like the leader of Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's I don't know, I don't. It's kind of weird that why you wouldn't want one character to be it when both of them have been the new Captain America in different versions of different stories of the comics.
Mm-hmm. So
So
it's a really weird scenario, is what you're saying, because I kind of got confused
y-
halfway through there. Even though it's probably really
yeah,
simplistic, I was just like, fuck me.
basically both of these characters have been Captain America at one point.
Mm-hmm. But it
Yeah.
falls upon Sam Wilson. So that'll be interesting. And I don't know how I feel about a superhero versus the government type of thing, because that's kind of how most superhero movies are. It's like, oh yeah, Shield was using the Tesseract to build more Hydra weapons and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And then they kind of just like reconciled that, but they still have like Hydras hiding somewhere, blah blah blah. Like,
And then they bring in the Sokovia Accords in Age of Ultron.
yeah,
No,
exactly. Like,
Civil War.
I feel like that's an underlying theme. It should not be the major theme in a movie. It's like, it's the major theme is not revolt against the government. I mean, I guess unless you're talking about gun control, then by all means overthrow the government, put in gun control. Boom, go back to America, or better yet, surrender your American independence. Join Canada. Canada will literally do wonders for the world.
Yeah,
The United
we
States
have
of
the room.
Canada. That's
Yeah,
what I want.
just
Just
get
kidding.
rid of the line and make it all one country.
Just make it red, white, and blue. Sorry, no, that's wrong. Make it red and
Just
white.
red and white.
Red and white with blue around the outside because, there's an ocean. But also, that doesn't make any sense geographically. Why the fuck is Alaska not part of Canada?
Okay, Jayden, you're going down the wrong rabbit hole again. We're on a new
No,
topic.
we're talking about why is Alaska not part of Canada? It's literally
Because be,
split.
because they bought it from because the US bought it from the Russians for like 3 point some billion dollars back in like the 1980s.
Losers. Should have given it to Canada because it makes more sense geographically. Because guess
Yeah,
what,
it
kids?
does.
When you're trying to color in the map of Canada, no, don't go near the top left. Don't go there. No, don't. Fuck!
Okay,
That's
Jayden,
America. America.
you're on a weird rabbit hole there, bud.
I like rabbit holes. Anyways, let's move on to something a lot of fun that I think is going to be interesting. So apparently, The Matrix is returning to theaters, like the OG Matrix movies.
Really?
Yep. So apparently, there's like a 20th anniversary exclusive announcement where Warner Brothers is proud to re-release the groundbreaking motion picture The Matrix for the first time in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. Dolby
Oh,
Cinema
cool.
offers moviegoers an unparalleled sense of realism in how they experience the game-changing film, making it a must-see event whether it's for the first time or a return to The Matrix.
Are they gonna show all three like at the same time, like one after the other, or is it just gonna be just the first one?
From what I see, it's just the first one. It's the 1 week only in August 30th, so guess what I'm going to? The fucking Matrix.
That's
So,
just after my birthday,
hell yeah. When is your birthday?
28th.
Nice. Dolby Cinema is described as a premium cinema offering for moviegoers that combines state-of-the-art picture and sound. So basically, they're just remastering the visuals. So if you
Hmm.
didn't like how it looked before, now you get to see it basically in 4K, which is fucking amazing. Not really
That's
4K,
cool.
which is super
Um,
cool.
I there are I don't remember what they're called, but there are theaters that are like instead of the screen being like this big, it's like that big and it like wraps around so that there's extra like
Ooh.
and there's different speakers and stuff like that on the side so you can see extra details and everything.
Mm,
Like this would be a good way to see like the extra like the extra bullets and stuff like that. I think
yep.
it would be it's just adds a little bit of extra detail.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
exactly.
cool.
Like that's super cool. Like we've been talking about reboots and remasters and stuff like that. Like don't fix what isn't broke. This is a perfect example of it because they're not changing it. They're not remaking the entire movie with all of these characters. They're just taking the old successful movie that everyone knows and loves and making it modern by
Groundbreaking.
pardon?
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking movie by upgrading its visuals and audio.
Yeah.
Like, that's perfect. That's what people want. Don't remake The Matrix again.
Did you end up seeing John Wick 3?
No, I didn't watch any of the John Wicks yet.
Ooh, but there's a part in John Wick 3, sorry, that he basically calls like to himself
Hmm.
because he's on the phone, he's like, I need guns. Lots of guns.
Oh, it's a throwback to The Matrix.
Throw it back to the Matrix.
Yeah,
So it's
that's a
like
good throwback.
nice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move
Uh
on. Let's move.
Talking about reboots and
Talking about
remakes.
Davis, you want to take it away on this one?
So everyone knows about Home Alone. It's a nostalgic movie. Everyone's seen it.
One of the
You
best
know,
fucking Christmas movies out there. Don't talk shit about Home Alone and Kevin McAllister, because Kevin
and-
McAllister will fucking find a way to get a dildo up your ass. But anyways, continue.
okay. Um, but apparently, Disney, as we know, Disney bought Fox and everything. So year of the reboot was the years of the reboot was like 2015, 2017. Apparently it's happening again because Disney Plus or is it Disney Plus or just Disney? I don't know. One or the other.
It,
Same thing.
it just says
But
Disney.
Disney. Yeah, I guess it's Disney because Disney Plus is their streaming service. But still,
Yeah.
yeah, they're remaking Home Alone. And what's the other one? They're remaking Home Alone.
They're making a bunch. Apparently, CEO Bob Iger confirmed
Iger.
that Disney will reboot Home Alone, Night at the Museum, Cheaper by
Right.
the Dozen, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid for the new streaming service Disney Plus. So it is coming to
Disney
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Yeah. Like, Night at the Museum isn't even that old.
The only
The
old
third the third one was it's kind of old. It's only a few years old. It's not like it's a 90s movie.
mm-hmm.
Cheaper by a Dozen is a early 2000s movie, which
to,
I don't know how well that would play with nowadays. Like there's a lot of just like family dynamic like bullying and stuff like that.
yeah,
It's a Hilary Duff movie, man.
yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
it's not her movie, but she's like the only actress that I remember
Mm-hmm.
from those movies. And they got the main father from those movies. I recognize his face, but I don't remember his name.
I can't
But
remember. But anyways,
anyway, yeah.
Home Alone was made in the 1990s. Fucking excellent movie. Doesn't need to be remade. Stop the reboot. Nobody needs that. Fucking go watch the original one. Or unless you're gonna reboot it like they rebooted The Matrix, don't bother.
Or like Kevin Smith, Jane Silent Bob reboot. I'm looking forward to that movie.
Okay,
That's a reboot that's allowed to happen because
that's allowed to happen. But
look,
this is not.
heads up for the trailer review coming soon.
Hell yeah. But it doesn't make. Why are you remaking Diary of a Wimpy Kid? When did that come out? They came out like 2008. Not even. Let me see. Diary of an Asshole. Release date. Yeah, there you go. April 2007. That was the book. The
And
movie was
I mean,
2010. The movie sucked dick. Why are you remaking it? It was
that's
good as
probably why. Probably because they were bad.
they were bad, but that's because it's a book. It's a kid's book, and you can't remake the art design, like of stick figures into a movie. It doesn't really make sense. Like Rowley doesn't make sense because he looks so much derpier in the fucking. It's so dumb, but it's true. He looks like such a dweeb in the books, but in the movies, he's this adorable, slightly overweight child. Like,
I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe this one isn't because it's old. Probably just because it's the fact that these are owned by Fox, and they're like, you know what? We gave them a fuck ton of money. We're gonna do what we want with what you got. Like,
mm-hmm.
so far, the only thing I could be completely wrong here, but the only thing that I know of that they're not fucking with is like The Simpsons. Everything else is just like mine. I do with it what I want.
Don't fuck with The Simpsons, man. The Simpsons is
Yeah.
fine. Okay, do you know how much they sold Fox, or how much Fox was bought out for?
71.3 billion or something like that.
That was correct. Holy shit. On the dot, $71.3 billion.
Yes, sir.
How the
That's because I was the one who saw that article and I looked at it before I sent it to you. That's how I knew.
calling me out? But legit, like, I doesn't. These remakes
Well, they
don't
they
make
make
sense.
I understand why. All of the Disney classic movies, they're remaking them, like for live action and everything. They have all the money,
Hmm.
so like, why would they not? I understand why, but some things until they remake like the original Star Wars trilogy, like
Yeah.
that's when people are gonna get pissed.
Yep.
Or like
Absolutely.
Harry Potter. People are gonna get pissed when they remake Harry Potter, but those are eventually gonna happen. Like,
If you can remake the Star Wars, like the first 3 episodes, make them with a better story, that's fine. Leave the Geonosian battle with the clones. I love that scene. Those scenes were awesome. But
yeah,
recast the actors, remake the story so it's better, and then you're good.
but
That's a remake I will love to see happen if they can do justice with it.
but
These ones I don't
hardcore
see.
Star Wars fans are not gonna agree with you on that.
No, they
Most Star
won't.
Wars fans love the because it's the 70s. Like a big reason why a lot of people are big Star Wars fans is because their parents were Star Wars fans, and then it brings it to the
Mm.
next generation. So
Mm.
I think, like, talking about that, like it probably won't happen until we're 2019. It hasn't They're still making Star Wars movies now, so it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, but I have a feeling that they will eventually
Hmm.
because Hollywood's running out of ideas.
Yep. Like, it's. I could tell they're running out of ideas, because why the fuck are you remaking these movies? Most of these movies are like average garbage. Like, Night
Yeah,
at the Museum was decent. Never
the
saw
first
Cheaper by the
the first
Dozen.
one was good.
The first one was good. After that, it kind of
Yeah.
just got like really, really nuts. Like, the second one was okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the third that well though.
Yeah, see, that's how bad it was. Nobody remembers the third one. um, Cheaper by
Cheaper
the
by the
Dozen.
Dozen. Yeah.
Was it good?
I remember the first one being okay. Had a good premise. The main premise of that movie that I remember is that there was one, the like, not the youngest kid, but he was like maybe 8 or 9 or something like that, and he had a pet frog, but everyone picked on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like runs away from home, and then the entire family goes after him and finds him at like a train station or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, I'm pretty sure there was at least a second one. There might have been a third. I don't remember exactly how many Cheaper by the Dozen movies, but I don't think they would work that well nowadays
No,
though.
I don't think so either. I don't think anything's gonna work in this scenario. But Diary of a Wimpy Kid was made in 2010. Why are you remaking it now? That's like taking what came out. What video games came out in 2010? Halo Reach. Halo Reach, like remastering it. Okay, I would love to see a Halo Reach remaster. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie,
just
but
completely fucks up your point.
yeah, it fucks up the point. But like, come on, it just doesn't make sense why you would
It
do that.
it's this I don't know. It's the same thing that they did with like Teen Titans, making Teen Titans Go, like remaking it, getting because kids that watched it in 2010, that's now 9 years later, so they would have been kids. They're like teenagers slash and or adults, depending on how old they were when they actually watched it.
Hmm.
Therefore, they're remaking it to get kids again.
Yeah.
So I see why would like, and same thing with like Home Alone. Like Home Alone would be again, they would just remake it so that now that, for example, I'm 27, I'm like my generation, I'm old enough to have kids, even though I don't.
Hmm.
But and that came out when I was a kid, so it would be like having the remake, and we would watch the original and then the remake. It's just like what they did with Jumanji,
Hmm.
even so, and Tron and Conan, like
Yeah.
RoboCop, like a lot of movies are like it's the nostalgia feels. Let's make it better with newer technology, make it more relevant. But hopefully, it's not just about a kid like going like this on his phone, like,
Hmm.
"Oh yeah, fuck you, mom and dad, I'm playing my game."
Yeah.
Like, hopefully, it's not too modern like that.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid is just gonna be like some nerd sitting in his basement for an hour and a half, just like, fuck you, I'm playing StarCraft.
Probably.
I'm an esports legend. Like that's a Diary of a Wimpy Kid I'd love to see. Because then he goes to the convention and gets the shit kicked out of him by some like big macho dude, and then Rowley comes in and fucking headbutts his dick, and there you go. There you go. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, episode 4. Cut it.
What
Send it to the theater.
what I do want to see which was part of that article there too, was Ryan Reynolds was gonna make a spoof style of Home Alone, but it was gonna be called like Stoned Alone.
Yeah.
So it was like same thing. Someone kind of breaks into his house, but he has to defend himself while super stoned. Uh, but now that Fox is owned by Disney, and they want to, everything has to be for the most part like PG-13. I don't think that movie would get made anymore, and which kind of sucks because
That would
like
be hilarious.
they need like they can't put a censor on Ryan Reynolds. Like what's gonna happen to like Deadpool 3 as well? Like I don't know, Disney. It's a good thing they're gonna have the money for it, but how much are they gonna censor things, especially like Ryan Reynolds? You can't censor Ryan Reynolds.
You can't censor Ryan Reynolds. You can't censor Deadpool because then he's gonna be like, oh darn it, my Nerf gun got jammed. Oh man, I only have this balloon sword. Like you can't. Sorry, but you just can't. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
And Stoned Alone sounds like a hilarious premise. I just read it. It was like this guy was too late to get on a plane for his ski trip, so he makes the best of things and he goes back home and he gets high. But paranoia starts setting in and he thinks someone breaks into his house. So imagine just some guy having paranoia and he's just like setting up car traps and then he's tripping on them himself and stuff like that. And he like look outside
Just
and like
fuck.
a neighbor's like, what the fuck is going on inside there?
Oh, yeah. I hope that they still have like a rated R section, so you can still have your like Deadpool, like Logan and stuff like that. Venom, that even though that's Sony, not, but still, like if they can actually still have the rated R era, especially like during Comic-Con, Marvel introduced Blade, so if they make Blade a part of that rated R area instead of like still part of the MCU, but like it's a rated R movie, like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I hope that even though Disney owns everything now,
Disney owns the world.
The Disney overlords, hopefully they set aside give them $1 billion. I don't know, however much money. Let some rated R movies get made.
Please just let Ryan Reynolds be Ryan Reynolds. Let his movies come to life because he fucking makes hilarious movies. He also makes hilarious like videos. He makes hilarious ads because he made an ad with Hugh Jackman about their two brands because it was like Hugh Jackman's gin, I think it was. No, sorry, it's Hugh Jackman's coffees. Ryan Reynolds gin and Hugh Jackman's coffee. And he made like this 3-minute like commercial for Hugh Jackman, and it was like amazing. And then it's just like Hugh Jackman is just like, this gin is okay. Yeah. But everything else Ryan Reynolds does is shit. And he just like starts pissing on everything. And it's just like, oh, I thought this was a joke. I thought it was, oh, sorry, but like, thanks anyways. Like literally.
Have you seen Ryan Reynolds' bottle cap challenge?
No.
Yeah, it's apparently it's a commercial for his gin product.
Of course it is. Okay, that's hilarious. Anyway, that's about all we have for movie news. This is actually going to be super exciting. I'm excited to see what happens and not happens.
Yeah. Oh, the only other thing that I wanted to say, it's still with Disney Plus. It's just if you're a fan of, I guess it's only it would only be in the US, but it'd be a good bundle if you're a fan of sports, and you don't want to watch them on Twitch.
Yeah,
because it's a Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for $12.99, which was another article that I saw as well. Which would be a good deal if, but I don't know. It was just a random article I noticed. I was like, that's a good deal, but we won't get it in Canada anyway because that's Hulu, which is America only, because we have Crave TV instead.
Yep. So that's that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get to our last topic, which honestly I don't know how long this is gonna last, but we're gonna talk about games that flopped. There were a lot of games that flopped. Some of them didn't flop nearly as bad as others, But let's talk about some of the lower ones. So I think one of the games that really flopped for me was Evolve and Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 was a real flop in my opinion.
I still play it.
Like I still play it, but
But
I don't think it's as good as like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 or even as Black Ops
I've
3.
I've never had as much fun with Black Ops version games as I had with the Modern Warfare games.
Mhm.
I just like the play style better. But
Mm.
I don't think you can classify it as a flop considering there's still millions of people like every night playing the game, and they
Mhm.
just released new game modes. Like
Mhm.
the have you played Sticks and Stones on it yet?
Sticks and Stones I haven't played. I played Prop Hunt, which was hilarious.
Yeah, that's just a revamp from other games because
Yeah.
Prop Hunt has been around for a while now.
I love Gun
But
Game. Gun Game is my favorite game mode on
yeah,
Black Ops. Easily.
so oh
So
yeah, it's
much
fun.
fun. It's so good. But anyways, it was a
So
huge
no, not Black Ops.
no, not Black Ops, but Black Ops 1. Oh, I played like the original Sticks and Stones. Like the
Oh yeah.
old ballistic knife and the old crossbow.
Hmm.
Like Black Ops 1 was great because it had an amazing campaign, an awesome like zombies mode, and a really really good multiplayer. And then Black Ops 2 was a decent campaign, not the greatest zombies mode, but did have two of the greatest zombies map ever to be released that the community won't stop talking about, and like three of the shittiest, and like one decent one. And then Black Ops 3, and then it had a decent multiplayer. Then Black Ops 3 came out. The multiplayer was a mess. I'm sorry. Adding
Oh
jetpacks
yeah,
to
I
that
never
game was
played it.
stupid.
Yeah.
Adding jetpacks and wall running is the most ridiculous thing you could possibly do. And
Was that
then
Black Ops 3? I thought that was Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare did it, but Black Ops 3 also did it. And
Oh.
Infinity Ward. In
Infi-
not Call of Duty Infinity War. Infinite
yeah.
Warfare did it.
Infinite Warfare, that's the one. Yeah.
Call of Duty in game Infinity Warfare. Just the Thanos gun. Dun, 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 dun. Just disintegrate people.
Fuck.
Anyways, Black Ops 3 had, I think it had one of the best zombies modes ever because it came out with maps like Dreisendrache and Garot Krovi and Shadows of Evil, and it also remastered 8 amazing maps. It had Nocturne Toten, Ascension, Shangri-La, Origins, the other ones. Like, there were so many good maps on that. The Gobblegum system was cool, but it wasn't really too broken. Like, if you wanted to play zombies normally, you can, but playing it with Gobblegums was way better. Then you had Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 had a few cool things, like elixirs. You only could pick 4, and you could choose which ones you got. It got rid of all of the original perks, basically, besides Quick Revive and Stamina for zombies, and replaced it with a bunch of new ones. Some of them are super fucking cool. One of them is literally, if you get 5 kills within a few seconds, you summon a wolf to fight for you.
Cool.
That's cool. You have starting loadouts and talismans and stuff like that. The multiplayer is Boots on the Ground, which is really good. I really like the multiplayer in Black Ops 4. I think it's good. And then,
I do remember I do remember before it came out, watching like reviews and stuff like that, interviews, and being like they like you still have free for all and team deathmatch, but they put a lot of like emphasis on team play, like they're
mhm,
with like heist and the whatever it's called, what's it called, the one with the robot, you have to protect the robot or whatever,
mhm,
like there, and search and destroy and domination, like those were the more primary games compared to just team deathmatch. Like
yep.
yeah, I still play a lot of just team deathmatch, but still.
Honestly, I wish there was a game mode where it was called Infinite Deathmatch, where it was just you basically get XP and you have unlimited rounds basically. So you basically like you have like a 10-minute round and whoever gets to 100 kills first wins, and then after that it tells you, okay, you have 10 seconds to leave or you have 10 seconds to ready up, and then you ready up and then you keep going instead of waiting in a lobby for like 5 minutes waiting for people to join. Then it's like you have more time killing people, which is what people want to do in these Call of Duty games, and it's way better. Like that would be cool, but they kind of missed the mark on that. But anyways, and then Blackout. Honestly, Blackout is one of the better battle royales, but it's
Yeah.
also like one of the it's also like a medium kind of one, because the best battle royale game in my opinion is like Tetris 99. Like
The
Tetris.
fuck?
You've never played? Have you never seen anything about that? It's
As a
Tetris.
battle royale?
Yeah, you play Tetris against 99 other people or 98
The
other
fuck?
people. It's so good. It's so much fun. Like
Okay.
it's the best battle royale. And then it goes like
I was just about.
Minecraft,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
and then it has Minecraft like Hunger Games, then it has Apex Legends, and then it goes Blackout, Fortnite, PUBG. Actually, well, in my opinion, I would switch PUBG and Fortnite around, but I think no, it would actually be that way. It would be PUBG then Fortnite, but on a personal, but like getting rid of everything personal, I think Fortnite would be near the top of the list. But anyways, like Blackout's like middle tier because it's like the mechanics aren't as good as like Apex Legends by far. The
Hmm.
like the graphics aren't nearly as good because you cannot see people from far away. It looks like a lot of people blend into the game. And
Hmm.
honestly, it's just not nearly as fun as like Fortnite. Like there's not emotes or many skins or anything that make you look different or anything like that. It's just your
Yeah, I think.
cornerstone like base of a battle royale.
Yeah, but I think they wanted to do that to keep it the Call of Duty game style,
Hmm.
the actual like military quote unquote like style compared to like Fortnite, which is very campy, right?
Hmm.
So I see why they would have done that.
Yeah.
Kept the more muted colors compared to
Yeah.
like PUBG and stuff. So,
Exactly. And
but
PUBG's a
okay.
shit game, by the way.
So, question:
Hmm.
why did you start this off by saying that the Black Ops 4 was a fail? Then you started talking about things that were super awesome about it.
I said it was a fail because compared to the other three Black Ops games, it's like I don't think it's sold nearly as well and it's nearly as loved. Like if you think like everyone has such good memories about Black Ops 1 and stuff like that, meanwhile Black Ops 4 it's like really not that great. Like the UI system is so different, the mechanics are different. Like
Mm.
they changed up so
Oh, the
much.
healing.
The healing is like it's a good touch. The healing's a nice touch. But it's
Hmm.
basically doing the exact same thing as auto regenning your health because if everyone's just running around with med kits, you shoot a guy, you get to 8 health, you hit the button, boom, you're auto regen back to full. It literally is
Hmm.
the exact same thing. It literally is the exact same thing. I don't understand why they would put that mechanic in if it's basically the exact same thing. It doesn't make any logical sense
I
in my
guess, yeah.
opinion. But
What Black Ops did Nuketown come out in? Two?
Black Ops 1.
That was the very first one. See,
Yeah,
yeah, that's like that map has gone through every freaking
Call of Duty
like
game.
call it every Black Ops game. Like everyone loves that map.
Yeah, Black
It's
Ops games are.
probably even just actually honestly even just between Nuketown from Black Ops and like Shipment from Modern Warfare, the two like really small maps, like people love those just
Mhm.
crazy ass tiny maps. Like those are probably the one of the most popular maps of like all of Call of Duty.
Yeah, the chaotic maps are the best ones. And
Yeah.
like Nuketown has Nuketown 2025, 2065, Nuketown Zombies, Nuketown Russia, and now Alpha Omega. So that's 6 iterations of the same map.
Hmm.
And I
I think
think
it's
the best one was in Black Ops 1 because it was super simplistic. It was super fun to like go through and look around in. It was just a blast.
and it was just like different variations,
Hmm.
right? Like what were the variations between each one? Like just like what it looked like, this like
Yeah.
the graphics or whatever. Like the actual layout didn't change or anything.
Yeah, the only thing that was different was for zombies. Like Nuketown Zombies obviously had like a bunch of differences. All the cars are exploded, all the houses are destroyed basically. The little that truck in the middle that you can like walk through.
Mm-hmm.
That's a now like costed like 2,000 points to get into because there's a ton of stuff in there and
Oh,
perks fall from the sky. Alpha Omega is so different because it basically takes Nuketown Zombies and makes it like 3 times as big with an underground bunker.
oh,
It's
wow,
super
cool.
fucking cool. Like it's amazing. Like if we ever play that, I'm gonna show you around because they took some of the old guns from Black Ops 2, the Porter's Ray Gun Mark II. I don't know if you ever used that gun.
I don't know. I don't know.
No. So it's like a gun that shoots laser beams. Now there's like different variations of it. It's like there's a grenade launcher, there's a laser beam, there's a shotgun, and there's like a dual SMG ray gun. Like that's fucking cool. But anyways, I just thought it was like not. That's why I put it like really really low because it wasn't that big of a disappointment. Like I still enjoy it, but
Hmm.
compared to the other games, it really hasn't sunk me in as much as I wanted it to. And honestly, there's probably a lot better games than it. There is a lot better games than it, but let's go on to some of the more bigger ones. Evolve. Evolve was a huge failure. I played it for 5 minutes and I knew it was a failure.
To
Be-
the point that I haven't even heard of it.
This was a game released a long time ago.
Oh,
Basically, what the premise of the game was, you have hunters and you have monsters. You can guess
okay.
where this goes. You have one monster and four hunters. You have to use the hunter's abilities to kill the monster, or the monster eats everyone and he escapes and wins.
Okay. Was that a there? I was looking through the PlayStation Store. There seemed like a game very similar to that was a free download.
It
It
might,
was like
if
it
Evolve
was
is free, like, might as well get it.
well, I saw it and it sounds very similar to what it was. It was like werewolves though, not actual monsters. So
Yeah. So, anyways, Evolve was a huge failure because apparently it focused a lot on microtransactions. It was like $1 for a skin that was just blue for a gun, and it was like, wow,
mhm,
you're really charging us $1 for something this lazy. This was back when microtransactions weren't nearly as popular as they are now, so it was
mhm.
really, really rare to see that kind of thing happen. And it was a disaster because there was no story mode. Well, there was a story mode, it was just really shit. There were 6 game modes, which basically boiled down to one called Hunt. The rest of them were just garbage, and it was just wasn't a good game. It just sucked super bad, and I played it and I was just like, I hate this game. It's so not fun
Not
running around a map for 30 minutes just for the monster to come out and just be like, cool, I'm a higher level than all you guys. Oh, I
and just
won?
just
Whoa.
a total piss off.
Yep. And like there were so many bad mechanics in that game. So let's go on to some of the bigger failures. So I wrote a few of these down. Apex Legends is a failure. Sorry, but it just is. Anyone can say no, it's not a failure, but it's a failure. It is a failure, and here's why. One,
Okay.
they didn't update the game for a long ass time. Like, it was so long since it was actually released, and they didn't really update it too much. Yes, I accidentally unplugged my headset. But anyways, I just don't understand, because the core mechanics of the game are fun, and all they added within like 3 or 4 months was 1 or 2 characters. And one of the characters is basically fucking useless. Mirage is a useless character. No, if
As
anyone sees Mirage, that person is basically saying, yes, I just want to die. That's exactly what that character is saying. Then they started getting a little bit better. They started adding new stuff, but by the time like new stuff came for me, I was just like, this game sucks. This game was left by the wayside. There were tons of lag, tons of cheaters, tons of bullshit. Just wasn't fun anymore. And I was just like, I'm done with this game. And this game could have been so much if it had like weekly updates or better monthly updates. That wasn't just like, yeah, here's a bug fix. Yeah, these tanks get an extra 100 armor because they're tanks. It's like, the patch didn't work. Gibraltar is still as squishy as he always was. He's basically still useless. Doesn't make any logical sense. Like, there was just so much wrong with this game. It just flopped for me. And then they added in a season pass, which is
I
fine,
still haven't played it.
which we'll get to eventually. But
Yeah.
a season pass is fine. What's not fine is having trackers within that season pass. So if you want to track how many wins you got in season 1, you have to go through like level 50 of the season pass to get all of the trackers for your characters. Because if you play like Bloodhound like I do, it's like, sorry, he's level 42 or something like that. You have to get your battle pass up to level 42 before you can unlock that tracker for him, which is fucking stupid. It really is just fucking so dumb. Like, winning a game sometimes doesn't even feel gratifying. It's like, cool, there were 3 people and there was 1 guy left and we just fucking destroyed him. We gangbanged him. There you go. And, like, that's not fun. The game just isn't fun. But
Fair enough.
it was just so bad. And everyone's like, and when it started failing on Twitch, I'm like, wow, I'm not surprised. But like, I still see people making content about it and stuff. So you know what? If it's still kicking, good for it. But it really needs to push further. And it's basically turned into a Fortnite clone, which kind of is sad, considering they're basically doing everything that Fortnite's doing to basically capitalize on Fortnite's success, that it is a battle royale that is better than Apex Legends. Boom.
And Fortnite's already starting to go down too.
Fortnite's
As
going down.
is.
Battle
Yeah.
Royale is going down. Auto chess is the new like gaming fad. So there you
That's
go.
why I'm glad I didn't, even though PUBG, Fortnite, all of them, they're all free downloads. I'm glad I
Well,
never like put a lot of effort into them.
PUBG's not free, which is the next
Okay.
game we're going to talk about.
Oh, not PUBG, but still.
Yeah, most of these games are free downloads and stuff like that. So let's go on to PUBG. What's wrong with PUBG, you may ask? The game on launch was unplayable. Even on a beastly computer, the game was so slow and laggy. It was so inconsistent and buggy. It was just a mess. Cars would go flying through the air for no fucking reason. You would go do a tiny little jump and you'd crash. You would fall through the world constantly. There were major issues where the game wouldn't start. There are like so many fucking problems in that game. The graphics are bad. The red zone, which is supposed to be this deadly zone where bombs fall from the sky, is basically a fucking joke that says, hey, if you actually stand in here, you're probably safer than the rest of the fucking planet because no one's going to think to look inside of this area, basically. Like, it's
Oh, it
just
didn't.
dumb.
Yeah, I only played PUBG. I played it when it actually went cross-platform because I
Mm-hmm,
remember playing it on my phone for a little bit, and
mm-hmm,
it was very difficult to play on a phone, which
mm-hmm.
is just any game is difficult to play on a phone. But
Yep.
uh, yeah, that's one that I did actually try playing a little bit, but yeah, I agree. It still wasn't. It wasn't enough of like um you can actually have full interactions and yeah, there's some things that were fun like if you want to goof around and some like but you'll if you try to goof around then it's a battle royale so you'll die and get shot but
Mm-hmm.
it's just there wasn't enough like weaponry and stuff like that to make it actually worth it.
It's not interesting enough.
Yeah.
And they just released a story trailer for it, and I was like, do I want to react to this? No, I don't. This is fucking stupid. Why
Mhm.
am I bothering? This game is dead on the floor. People who still play that game are like they're really hardcore, but I honestly don't see the point in it. Like my brother played it quite a bit. He's put in like a 515 hours into it, and I've put 187 hours into that game. Something like that. It's just not worth it. Don't bother playing PUBG. Don't spend your money, especially on Xbox. The release on Xbox was atrocious. We had like 14 frames per second. So it was
What?
yeah, it was disgusting. It was broken beyond belief, and they still have barely got it above like 30 FPS, I think. It's a
So that's so
sad
you're
day.
here and then
Yeah. You're lagging so badly.
right. Oh, okay, that makes sense because I've seen like YouTubers make like PUBG like in real life like videos or whatever
Mm-hmm.
back when PUBG like first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing literally that. They were having like, and someone would be like stuck behind a wall or like in a wall or something. Okay, that makes sense
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, I've seen. I don't remember what channel it was, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on PUBG. Uh, this is the worst battle royale game, and this was the game that basically defined battle royale. Minecraft Hunger Games came out years before it, but nobody really cared about battle royale games until PUBG was released.
Hmm.
And don't get me wrong, I liked PUBG. And Fortnite came out, I was like, PUBG is better than Fortnite. And then when Apex Legends came out, Apex Legends is better than anything else. But now it's just like, I would rather play Hearthstone than I would play anything else. I would rather just play like some small indie game, which is actually where the conversation is leading to because all of these big game companies just don't understand that indie developers now have the upper edge because all of these big companies shouldn't be trusted. Like, I would much rather play Celeste than I would play any of these other games that are on my list. Like, I have Fallout 76, which was a failure for a bunch of reasons.
I've heard of that one being bad.
The,
Yeah.
the reason it being bad because it was a huge amount of lies, because there's not much gameplay in it. It was buggy beyond relief, like beyond belief. There were textures where like they were bragging so much like, oh yeah, it has 16 times the detail, but it would basically look like this fucking wall over here where it's basically one color. It's like, oh yeah, that's garbage. Or terrible pop in where you couldn't see a helicopter until you walk close enough or something like that.
Hmm.
That was just a mess. And then they added a battle royale to that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we know you guys have been asking for it. Oh yeah, Fallout 76 battle royale, let's go!" Like, I would just be there like, "Fuck you, Bethesda. Nobody wanted this. Everybody wants your ass to be working super hard on Doom Eternal because they fuck up doing Doom Eternal. I give up. Doom was an amazing game by Bethesda, and if they fuck up Doom Eternal, I'm just done. I'm done playing Bethesda games. I wanted Skyrim. on my Switch, but I just
Why would you want it on a Switch?
just because I want to take it anywhere.
Okay, I was because Skyrim, you want a full like sit down. You would want like Xbox or PlayStation like
You can do the
experience.
you can do like the controller on the side, and then you can do controller like this.
Yeah, and that would just be anyway. I think that would just be weird being like super tiny trying to play friggin' Skyrim.
It's a decent sized controller. It's not like this. It's more like a regular controller. So
Oh,
yeah. But anyways, Fallout 76. Now there's No Man's Sky. One of the first games to have a huge disappointment. I, did you ever hear about this game? First
yeah,
time?
I've heard of it. I remember hearing the press release that it was supposed to be this amazing game, and then everyone just hated it
Mm-hmm.
hardcore
The
when it
re-
came out.
the reason people hated it was because there were so many lies. They were like, "Oh yeah, you see this giant space battle? You can take sides in the space battle and help out whichever faction you want, and then you can do trading with them. Uh, you will see like giant ships come to the ground to harvest materials and stuff like that. You can do this, you can do that, you can like it would basically be the infinite Minecraft. It would basically
Yeah,
be Minecraft, but like on steroids with
yeah,
amazing graphics and sound design and stuff like that. But when it came out, it was crashy, buggy piece of shit mess that like after the first 3 hours, you were basically beating the whole game with an ending that was so unsatisfying. Somebody went to 18 different worlds and he basically got through all of them and he went to the end and he got to the center of the universe in all of them and it turned out to be the exact same. It was just garbage. And No Man's
yeah.
Sky, like he was an indie developer and like now we can't trust him. It's like no matter how hard you're trying to fix this, your initial release sucked. If your initial release was fine and then you fixed it up to be good, maybe it would have been acceptable, but you need to have a strong start. And that's kind of what the video game industry is learning. It's learning that you need a strong start and you need to actually bring your A game right away instead of being, little bitches and they're just like, "Oh yeah, this game will
But
be better way later."
that's so hard to do though, because you can never know when someone like what they'll actually like. If it's just super buggy and crashes, then yeah, you wait until it's fully developed, like until you have everything built to do it. Fair enough, but like if it's a story that you think that your fandom will love, and maybe the test audience or whatever that may have played the beta or something like that actually like, and everyone says that it's good, but
Hmm.
then when it's on release and everyone hates, like that's not exactly that's the shitty thing is that you never know. It's the same thing with a new show that's coming out or a new comic book that's coming or something like
Hmm.
anything new. You never know. Like that's the shitty thing. Whether it's in a big giant company or indie developer, it fucking be even worse as a indie developer because you're just like I'm gonna do this amazing game. I put all my heart and soul into it, and then people like just hate it. Like
They'll
oh
they have reason to
like
hate it. Like if you don't say anything about your show and it ends up being okay, people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is pretty good." But the fact that people were like, the guy was like, "Yeah, it's gonna have these features. It's gonna have this feature. It's gonna have this. It's gonna have that." But then none of that shows up in the game. It's just like
mhm.
you're kind of just false advertising at that point. You're kind of just being a dick. You're kind of overhyping
Okay,
your game. Like that's
yeah.
the issue. It's not that games come out and they're shit or whatever. It's like, yeah, we hope people like this game and stuff like that. It's that it just isn't good, and it like, sorry, it's not that they're bad games. I can understand them being bad games. It's like bad games happen all the time. It's not a big deal. They just don't hit off. The problem is the lying, and then it was on a bad game where you were basically just doing the exact same thing over and over again.
Mm.
Like it just seems insane to me. But
Yeah, okay.
that was disappointing because I love space games. I wanted No Man's Sky so bad, but it just sucked so fucking badly. And we're gonna move on
Glad
to
you
the
didn't spend your money on it.
I'm glad like most of these things they've taught me never to pre-purchase anything. The only thing I pre-purchase now is Hearthstone packs. The reason why is because Hearthstone packs have pure clarity because in they have giant events where there's live streamers and videos being made of all the cards being released. And if I look at them and it's like, cool, I know exactly what I'm getting. and I know exactly what I want to make. Sure, I won't get
Mm-hmm.
all of the cards with my 80 packs, but I'll get quite a few of them that I want, and the ones I don't want, I'll just send them away, and I'll get brand new ones, and I'll get the ones that
Mm-hmm.
I want. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah. The last one I want to talk about is Anthem, but we kind of beat Anthem to death over the past, 18 podcasts. So we're just going to keep this short. EA sucks dick. They just want your money. Don't buy it.
Super short, yeah.
Super short.
One I was gonna as that I thought of randomly was Forza, the racing games.
Oh, yeah.
Those games didn't turn out as well because they were like I remember I had Forza 5, I think, on Xbox 360.
Yep.
That like I'm I play racing games occasionally. Like I'm more, even though you're gonna like boom me on this, but I play them like on mobile because I like having like the tilt aspect and stuff like
That's
that
totally fine.
of a racing game like that on my phone.
Dude, you think I'm
Uh
like some PC console master race. I'm like, dude, I play games on this thing. I still play
yeah.
Hearthstone. Here, let me look at the games that I have.
Well,
PUBG Mobile. I have like a few other games on
you
here.
were just hating on PUBG. What are you talking about?
I have PUBG Mobile. That's different though. It's meant to be shit. And the only reason I play it is to play with my friend Colton. That's about it. Other
But
than that, I will play Hearthstone. There's Pocket Camp. There's 8-Ball Pool, Flow Free, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Duel, stuff like that.
uh,
And I
yeah.
barely play. I barely play it, but I still do enjoy it. But anyways, yeah, continue.
So basically, yeah, I remember Forza like that. I was playing that and they came out like on Xbox. They had the steering wheel that you could get with like the gas pedal and everything to like do a full immersive thing.
Yep.
And I didn't have it, but a friend of mine did,
Mm-hmm.
and we would switch, and I could not use it. It was not usable at all. The steering wheel. It was like $100 for the steering wheel for. Granted, it wasn't just Forza. It was other like Need for Speed and stuff like that,
Gran
but
Turismo,
as
shit
well.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it never, this thing never worked. Like you went like this and did a slight turn, you would do almost a 360 because it never worked properly.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was really bad, especially in Forza compared to the other racing games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, like I just remember like trying to boost. Like there'd be times you get just the basic starter car, which is like a Mustang or something,
Mm-hmm.
and you could even like even that car fully maxed out worked better than like the fully maxed out Lamborghini. Like they tried to get you to go and get like all these really good vehicles, and it just then they want you to still use the original car that you start off with. It was so confusing as to why you wanted to put so much effort into getting better cars and stuff like that into this game
Mm-hmm.
that you didn't even actually need. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that, but at least yeah, I don't think they had to like pay for them or anything. But yeah, that was just what I remembered for when you talked about like games that were just like crashed and failed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
For
pretty bad experience
Yeah,
for a game
I
that
feel
I
like nobody really talks about Forza. I feel like it's just a fucking piece of shit game, and I understand your frustration with the steering wheel controls because I see those all the time at like different gaming places and stuff like that. They have like the steering wheel controls. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try it this time. Maybe it'll work. And I'm like, okay, time to turn right, and I go like this, and they're just like, yep. And then you just
Yeah.
like do it 180. You're just like, okay, and then you crank it, and then you're just like, and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. Like playing with a controller is fine, but using those things are garbage.
Nope.
Such a waste of money. I'm
Can't
glad
play
I
it.
didn't spend the money on them.
Yep, don't buy those. Buy Hearthstone packs instead. Jayden's advice. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for the episode. There is one thing
Oh,
we wanted
yeah,
to
there's
talk
one
about.
thing I wanted to talk about a little bit here too. But go ahead with what you were gonna say.
So Extra Life Game Day 2019. I have confirmed myself going. Well, okay, it's not confirmed yet, but I'm basically planning to take it off. I've been talking to people and like I want to get my shifts off. I actually just got an email from someone because I just emailed them recently about getting customizable jerseys. So
Nice.
I want to get one of my Jaytonitis logo with the Jaytonitis written on the back, my number, the Canadian flag on one of them, maybe like the
Put
cool Overwatch
M3.
thing.
Put
Yeah,
M3 in the other arm.
dude, I'm gonna have I'll have the M3 podcast on like the sides and stuff. It'll be like sponsored by Into the AM M3 podcast. stuff like
That'd be
that.
cool.
Yeah, I think like I'm gonna have it lit, and like my buddies and I are gonna do the exact same thing, and that's gonna be exciting. So
Get some advertising going.
yeah, exactly, right.
That's
So
awesome.
check
Yeah,
out my
no,
Twitch channel if you wanna follow me, and then you can follow me on game day.
I'll open Twitch again for second time in a year, just to,
Yay!
just to
Davis
watch, just to
is confirmed.
yeah.
Nice.
I'm not gonna watch the entire 24 hours, but I'll watch a little bit again. No, all I was gonna say is like talking about going opposite of what we were talking about of bad, terrible games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finally getting into a fun game. I'm playing a game that's not Call of Duty for once.
No way.
I know, right? I'm playing a buddy from my a buddy of mine from work let me borrow Spider-Man PS4 that came out last year, and like it's so fun. The game mechanics are so good because like just the web shooting and everything, you can upgrade your different taser webs and stuff like that, and just I'm what was I just looking at I am about 20% done the
Oh
game right
wow.
now, the campaign mode. Um, but there's like even if you wait long enough, if you just sit outside long enough, you'll have like the cops go over the radio and be like, "There's a mugging happening," so you can just go and complete that little side mission thing and you gain more experience that way. And
Mm-hmm.
and then there's so many just little side missions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even just swinging around the city is just so fun because yeah, it's
It's just a
Spider-Man.
good game.
I,
Did you
yeah,
find Uncle Ben's grave yet? Or no?
no.
I think it's in the game. Not 100% sure.
I don't know. I've searched the entire playable area so far. I don't know how if it's gonna expand anymore, but I'm pretty sure I've gone from one end of the city to the other and I haven't seen anything yet.
Is Stark Tower there?
No, because this is there's not gonna be a Stark Tower. There's it's Oscorp. There's an Oscorp tower though.
Oh.
And and that's the second tallest tower to jump from because like the Empire State Building,
Yep.
you can climb up to the very top, the antenna, jump down, and you like hold down. You can dive,
Ooh.
do the full dive, and then there's like the Oz. There's I think it's supposed to be the Oscorp tower. Like it looks like what it has been in and stuff like that. It doesn't say Oscorp on it, but
Weird.
because I haven't got that far in the mission in the game to actually confirm that that's what that is. But
Mm-hmm.
like it's probably it's one of the highest towers in the game to just jump down and just dive all the way down, and then you get really close to a car, and then you're swinging in like traffic and stuff. And there's like no fall damage, so even if you don't swing, you just land on. And then people like the animation is kind of funny because if you like miss and you
Mm-hmm.
like land on the sidewalk or whatever, the people around will just like kind of just tumble.
Yeah, they're just like, whoa. Is that
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
but yeah, exactly. And you can come around and like interact and give someone a high five or something.
Yeah, and you can take selfies
Yeah.
with them and stuff. That was pretty cool. But
Yeah, I don't know. It's
that's
just
cool.
fun games that I'm playing so far.
I'm glad you're
But
enjoying that so far. I have been playing Teamfight Tactics and I've been hating my life because, goddamn, that game's frustrating as fuck. If you don't get the right champions, you're screwed. You cannot win. And like,
what is that game even?
it's a
I've
game.
been
It's in the genre called auto chess. So basically, you place units on a board, and they basically fight to the death, and whoever comes out on top deals damage to the other opponent. And if you get to 0, you die.
okay.
So there's like different synergies, like there's demon synergy, there's nobles, there's knights, there's yordles, there's sorcerers, phantoms, shit like that. So the more synergies you have and the stronger they are, the better. And then you can get stronger units. So like you can get a 3-star unit or a 2-star unit to do more damage and stuff like that. And then there's items you can put on these characters and shit like that. So it's a big strategy game, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I hate it because I'm addicted to it and I can't stop fucking playing it. But anyways,
Alrighty then.
that's going to do it for us. Make sure to check all of the links for everything down in the description below. Check out all of our social media and stuff and all of our other adventures also in the description below. And we will see you guys in the next podcast episode or in next whatever episode we have coming. Whatever content we're making.
We're still having fun with the amount of content that we're putting out here.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast.
We know what we're putting out, but it's not exactly consistent.
Yeah,
Besides the podcast.
it's an issue. Yeah, the podcast is our number one. But anyways, Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Yeah, I'm saying it now. Fuck you, Davis.
Woo! Smash the like button.
And yeah, that's going to do it for us. So anyways, peace, guys.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, make sure to like and subscribe for more. And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Links will be in the description.